I know what you're thinking. Oh no, what's going on? What's happening? Is he going to cry? And the answers are, there's a lot going on, and no, I will not cry. So I'm going to cover 3 things today, guys. 1, I'm not stopping Twitch. I'm going to keep streaming Twitch, and we'll get into that. But, number 2, the Friday uploads are being put on hold indefinitely. At least, for the time being. And 3, I'm going through some shit. So, we'll go into that a little bit at the end there. But number 1, the Twitch streams are not going away. I do still enjoy doing that. I like interacting with you guys, and I'm enjoying just sitting down and taking a couple hours Saturdays and Sundays to play a game and just hang out and talk with you guys and everything like that. Because I do still enjoy... too low. Because I enjoy interacting with you guys in a live format and reading through Homestuck and playing Danganronpa and eventually playing through other things and maybe seeing where that goes. But I do enjoy doing that. That is something I look forward to on my weekends as more of a hobby kind of a thing. Just sitting down and reading or playing games that I wouldn't normally play or playing games that I would play that I just want to share with you guys. And it's fun. I enjoy doing it. It's something I look forward to. But that leads me into point number 2. I don't enjoy making YouTube videos anymore. When I started making YouTube videos, I think I was a sophomore in high school. So that's probably somewhere around 2009, 2010. Actually, 2008, 2009, I think. So 11 to 12 years at this point. And I wanted to make videos that, I would watch and enjoy. I was inspired by a bunch of other Let's Players at the time, video game commentators, things like that. And I wanted to make something like that. Something that I would enjoy to watch. And I did. I would make videos that I loved watching. Which sounds arrogant, but they were the type of things that I drew inspiration from and went, how can I do that myself? And it's something I loved doing. I loved the whole process of it. I loved setting up the recording the game itself, which that's always fun. It's still fun to play a game. I still enjoy playing games and doing things like that. And then I loved editing. I loved doing the thumbnail. I loved doing the uploads and all of the stuff that went into it. And then sometime, probably in the last 2-3 years, it became less fun. I stopped enjoying the process. It's not that I don't enjoy the games or anything like that, because I love Doki Doki, I love FriendSim, I love Hiveswap, I love Coffee Talk and Befriendus and Pester Quest and Distant Quest and all these things. I love the games that I've been playing. Especially the fan games. I think it's so amazing, and I have nothing but admiration and sheer, I guess, awe at just the quality of the fan games that have come out between Distant Quest and Befriendus. They're so good, and I respect and admire the people who make them and put the dedication into making these products that are just so good. But I feel disingenuous when I record them. And I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but I don't feel like I'm as excited when I'm recording them anymore. I don't like recording them anymore. I like playing them. I love sharing them. But whenever I sit down to record a video, there's a certain part of me that goes, okay, I'm going to play this and I'm going to like it because it's good. It is very good. But then I have to edit it, and then I have to make the thumbnail, and I have to make sure the editing's fine, and make sure everything looks good, and then I have to render and make sure that works, and export and make sure that works, and then I need to upload the video, and then I need to go back and add all the content to it and everything, and it just piles up, and it's not fun anymore. I would rather just stream it, and sit down and interact with you guys while it's going on, or in between. I don't want to interrupt it too much, because I want it to focus on what is going on in the game itself. But I just don't enjoy the process of making a video anymore. And to be quite honest, that leads into my third point. It's taking time away from my family. My family has always been the most important thing in my life, which sounds super cliche. But I have had a great relationship with my immediate family. There's a whole half of my family that I did not have a great relationship with. But the family I lived with, which was my mom, my grandfather, my grandmother, and my brother. They were, before I was married, while I was going to school, and then after I married, my wife entered the fold, and, our pets and everything like that. But YouTube, the process of making a video has been taking away time from my family, just flat out. And it has caused issues where my priorities have seemed to be tilting more towards this being more important than my family. This being the process of making a video being more important than my family. And that's not something I ever wanted. That's not something I ever wanted to happen. I want my family to be the most important thing in my life, and they are. But the way how I felt obligated and pushed to have to make a video and all the process that goes into it, there would be time where I would spend half the week after work working on a video so it's ready for Friday. And that's not good. Just flat out, that is not good. And I know that. And I kept lying to myself saying, well, no, I needed to do it. And then there's the other half of that where I feel like I'm letting you guys down because I'm not going to be doing it anymore. And I did put all this work into it to make sure the video was good, but the work was subpar. I've found shortcuts to make editing a bit faster, and even then it would still take me hours to do when I didn't have hours to do it. And it would take time away from my family. So I feel like I'm not producing as high quality content for you guys. And it then leads into this whole like downward spiral of feeling inadequate and dealing with other mental health problems that I just never have dealt with. That wasn't crying. My eye itches. I'm not gonna cry because I fucking hate YouTube videos that cry. YouTubers that cry on their shit. It just feels so fucking click. Anyway, that's beside the point. The point is that my mental health also hasn't been in the best place as of late. It took me a while to get over the death of my grandfather. Yeah, years ago. I think it took me about a year and a half until I finally snapped out. I was like, no, I'm tired of feeling this way. And then this year, my grandmother died. And she was about all my mom had left in her like immediate thing. Because after my grandfather died, they lost the house. They had to move in with my uncle, aunt, and their family. And kind of have to work around each other and everything like that. My brother's at school. I'm on the other side of the country. They all, like, my aunt and uncle are great, but my grandmother was my mom's best friend. And I really don't feel like I've really addressed, even years after my grandfather's death, I haven't even really started the process my grandmother's. And then there's other personal things that I'm not going to get into between, just my mental health that has always been an issue that I just never addressed. So I'm looking into finding a therapist to start working on that, but I think part of it is that I feel like I don't have a break. My weekends are full of me scrambling to make sure I eat on time, to make sure the dog is okay and isn't getting her medication because there's a whole bunch of health issues that she's having, making sure that the apartment is cleaned, making sure everything is fine, everything is in working order. This is the fourth time I tried recording this video because the power kept cutting out. And that just added another layer of stress, like, well, I need to make sure it's ready before I stream. And then after that, it's like, well, now I need to edit the video. But then it's like, I don't eat. I don't take care of myself anymore. I feel like I don't get a chance to rest. I'm exhausted all the time. And it's wearing down on me. And before I could deal with it, and I'm not old. I'm only 27, but I feel like this constant go, you need to do this, you need to do that. And it's all self-imposed. I'm starting to get tired. Like real tired. But no, I'm looking into seeing if I can finding a therapist in my area because I need to work through some things. I need to work through my own mental well-being, which I've ignored for 27 years. Never really addressed it. And it's wearing thin on me. YouTube has just become not fun. The process of making YouTube videos is not fun. Interacting with you guys is a blast. I still love seeing your comments, and it makes me sad. It upsets me that I get all these nice comments, and I just go, man, I can't do it anymore. I don't know. I really honestly don't know what else to say about that, because I feel like I'm not measuring up to standards that I'm not measuring up to the standards I've set for myself. I guess flat out is what it is. And I feel like I'm creating not as good a content as I could. Because I just don't have the time and don't want to take the time to do it. I don't know. But maybe that's selfish of me. I don't know. This is going to be... in case you haven't told already, if you're sitting through this and we're 11 minutes in and you haven't told, this is just me rambling about things. Surprise! Here we are. But I just don't fucking enjoy it anymore. And I think that's the biggest problem. Again, not to say I don't enjoy the games. The games are great. They're lots of fun, and I enjoy playing them. But the process of going back and having to edit them down and taking the shortcuts I have been taking just to make sure I get the video out on time, it's exhausting. It really is. And I think I'm just finally tired of it. Anyway, those are the 3 things. Twitch channel isn't going away. I still enjoy doing that. To alleviate any sort of fears, I still like doing that because I get to interact with you guys, and it is a couple hours that I take out of my Saturdays and Sundays to just hang out with the community, talk with you guys, play a game, read some Homestuck, what have you. But 2, making YouTube videos is just not fun anymore. I feel obligated to do it rather than wanting to do it, and I don't feel that's right. I don't want to feel like it's a job at that point. I want it to be fun, and I want it to be exciting. If I didn't have a full-time job and I could take the time to actually do it, yeah, sure, it might be fine. Because at least point I could do that during the day, but I can't. I have obligations to my financial well-being and my family to make sure that we can stay afloat. And I hate that it comes down to that. I hate that it comes down to the fact that I just don't have time because I have to be an adult. But unfortunately, that is kind of what it comes down to, because I can't take the time out of my evenings. That's time away from my wife, and I don't want that. I want to spend as much time with her as possible. Because why wouldn't I? But editing does, and getting YouTube ready, getting a video ready for YouTube does take time away from that. And that's not what I want. And 3, I'm looking to try and fix some mental health issues I've been having. Just trying to find some way to, I don't know, not fix, but just try and understand why I feel the way I do and trying to work through some things. Anyway, if you watched this long, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry anyway for kind of dropping this out of nowhere. I've been dealing with this, like I said, I've been dealing with these feelings for a while now, a couple of years probably. But it hasn't been this bad until recently. And I'm sorry that it's kind of coming out of nowhere, and I'm sorry I feel like I'm letting you guys... I'm sorry I feel like I'm letting you guys down, but I am sorry because I feel like I'm letting you guys down. But if you want to keep up with me, come join the Twitch. If you can on Saturdays and Sundays, it's fine. The VoDs will go up as normal. They'll still go up on Mondays and Wednesdays, every 4th Wednesday off, whatever. But I just can't do YouTube specific anymore. I just can't. Not for the time being. Maybe sometime in the future. But I don't know when that'll be. Anyway, sorry guys. I really am. I just need to take care of myself and my family. Yeah. Please take care of yourselves. Stay healthy. Stay safe. And just, do what you need to do. For yourself, for others. Whatever makes you happy. Anyway, hope to see you next time.